some questions for you, and I wanted to see if you can handle your computers and the reaction section of the Zoom program. And I wanted to ask you, and please answer with yes with a thumbs up, and no, it's a the really shaken smiley. So I wanted to ask you, did you ever have the thought of leaving science? So thumbs up for yes, and the shaken smiley, the surprised smiley with no. Okay, I see a thumbs up from Julie. Okay, Hannah said, no way, I'll stay in science, go away. Anyway, Annick, well, yes. Right, great. So I see some reactions here. Eva also has thought about it. Great to see your reactions. Okay. So my next question would be, please wave for yes and a heart for no, because your heart might stay with academia. So my next question would be, did you ever have the thought of starting a career in industry? Yes, that's why I'm here, or no, my heart belongs to academia. Okay, good to see your reactions, Stefan, and she's also waving. Hi, Carl. Okay. So this was a quite mutual. Whoa. So last question from my side. A smiling to tears emoji for yes, and a party emoji for no. Did you thought this might come hand in hand, leaving science and starting a career in industry? So smiling to tears, yes, this comes hand in hand. I'm leaving science when I step into a career in industry. And party, yes, finally I can leave science. That's annoying me. Okay, interesting. Good. Wonderful. So I hope you are all a bit energized now, and I'll give you a quick background of my career journey, and let's see if this is interesting for you. And I think later on we have some options to also ask questions, right, Carl? Yeah. Great. So I'm Imke. Hi, nice to meet you. I'm a biologist by training, and I started my career in academia, as many of you did. So I had a pretty classic training in university, and then I went to a lab in a university hospital to do my diploma thesis and also my PhD thesis. Back then, I already knew I'd like to see patients. I'd like to, have some applied background for what I'm doing, but I also thought, okay, I want to see what I'm doing later transported into something good for patients. So I did my PhD thesis at the Charité in Berlin. I worked with patient samples. I saw some patients, and that was really already rewarding for me to, see what I was, what I have done, and to see it transported to the benefit of patients. But at that time, it was quite basis science and basis research. So, no products on the market, but to see and understand better how, certain diseases work. But also during my PhD time, I realized, well, that's nice. Sometimes it's annoying. Sometimes it's frustrating. However, I don't want to end up to be a professor in university, and that seems to be the career path at a university. I rather want to see further application to what I'm doing, and I want to join some industry company to progress that path, which the idea I already had before that. So it was pretty much clear that I leave academia after my PhD, maybe doing a postdoc beforehand, because yeah, maybe you have to do that, and then start a career in industry. So I was quite clear about it. Maybe it was the clearest thought of a career I ever had at that point in time. So lucky enough, I met a school friend while I was finalizing my thesis, and she started a postdoc at Meyer. And we were realizing that my PhD topic was a perfect fit to her group she just joined. And and she said, well, and back then I used to live in Berlin. I said, yeah, well, go away. I will never leave Berlin. I want to stay here, even though if I sell, I don't know, bread or something, I won't leave Berlin. Here I am sitting in my Leverkusen office right now. So this worked out pretty well. However, she said, well, when you're done with your thesis, just reach out. Maybe we can do something for you. We just acquired Curating in Berlin. So maybe, you know, there are also labs there. Maybe there's something for you to do in Berlin as well. However, life went as it went, and I reached out to her when I finalized my thesis, as we spoke about. And back then I already moved back to my home site here in the western part of Germany. And I was a bit hesitant because when I was finalizing my thesis, I knew, oh, I don't know if I want to go back to lab work and science. I'm so fed up with everything. Maybe it's not the best thing to do. But then in the end, I said, well, let's reach out. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity to do so. And in the end, it worked out, and I started as a lab head in preclinical pharmacology. So quite classic career journey until then. But yeah, now I ended up to be a spokesperson for a global company, sitting here having seen the news already last night, what's happening with our company at the moment, and being responsible for all the messaging, all the press interactions, all the media interactions for partnering, mergers, acquisitions. So how did this come? And maybe this is my key takeaway for you. If you enter a career in industry, that's not the end. So you have, and lucky you have a scientific background, you have the chance to, I'd say, do whatever you like and whatever kind of position is available in that company. So this is just the beginning. You can stay in science and do science for the rest of your career, but be assured that if you're curious about other things, you have the chance to learn and see whatever you like to see within a big company like ours with 100,000 colleagues and roles to see and move into. And how does this work in a company like that? That works like with networking, meeting people, being seen, make yourself seen, ask questions, reach out to colleagues, meet colleagues, ask them what's your job about. And the best thing is that already your job as, for example, a lab head or postdoc or whatever in the beginning of your career will lead you to meet a lot of people because the projects we are working at are so diverse that so many witty people are on that project, and you get to know and learn from them and network with them. And so there won't be a hard stop if you say, okay, I made it to industry, I'm a lab head, so I'll do this for the rest of my, 45 years of work. No, that's not the point. So you have the chance to do everything you like to do with your scientific background. And also to my role at the moment, this comes handy. I can talk to my former colleagues. I can talk to startup CEOs and learn their techniques, and they are really happy to have someone on communications who really understands the technology, the background of science, and then is able to translate this into, so to say, lay audience language. And I don't know how my colleagues are doing this who don't have any scientific background, to be honest. So I'm really impressed by them, how they manage to translate those scientific insights into lay audience language. And yeah, who knows where the path will lead me in the next few years. I certainly can say this is also not the stop, and this, for me at least, it's the biggest advantage of having a career in industry, that I am able to see and learn the rest of my career if I'd like to. And I think with this, I don't know, Carl, if I already overstepped my time, I stop talking.
I think we are good. Imke, thanks so much. It's really great to hear of what's actually quite a unique career to make this transition into comms. I think it's really great for people to hear. So thanks so much.